It's time to tune off the Autotune, today by someone who lives right at the intersection of rhythm, culture, and global dance music. He burst into the scene in 2014, carving a name for himself through remixes and collaborations that fuse the pulse of Latin and Caribbean grooves with the intensity of modern club electronics. His sound, a hybrid of dancehall, moombahton, and rock club energy, quickly caught the world's ear. In 2019, he stepped up to join the iconic Major Lazer, taking the energy to the world's biggest stages, from Coachella and Glastonbury to Havana and Rodeo Houston, performing for hundreds and thousands of fans across continents. Since then, he continued to evolve his artistry as a solo producer, diving deep into the Afro-tech and the global rhythms, pushing the next wave of electronic music. From a breakdancing kid in Houston to a global DJ and producer shaping the sounds of our time, please welcome Eric Alberto Lopez, better known as the one and only Ape Drums.
Wow, beautifully said.
Ape Drums, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You want me to call you Ape or Eric today?
Whatever you want. People call me both. I mean, more people call me Ape, I think. So whatever you want.
Whatever you feel
Eric,
comfortable
Ape.
with.
Let's do Eric since it feels a little bit more
personal.
Since we're gonna get a little deeper today.
Cool. Well, as I start every episode, the bio I just read is compiled of the beautiful press release your team sent me, things we could find of you online.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to get to know you at the start of the episode. So you can introduce yourself to me in 30 seconds without any autotune.
Right.
I'm going to get a little timer for you.
Cool.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, my name is Eric Alberto Lopez. I'm a Mexican American born in Houston, Texas. Like she said, I used to break dance. Dancing was my first love. I love clothes. I love fashion. I love food. If I wasn't doing music, I'd probably be doing something in food and culinary. I prioritize sleep. I prioritize myself and the very few goals that I have left in life before I do enjoy anything else.
That's it.
Awesome.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
You prioritize sleep?
Yeah, I do. Like if I'm touring or traveling so much and I finally get home and there's like things to do, I'm like, I'm going to sleep first. This can wait, no matter how important it is. If somebody's like, yo, it's my birthday or so-and-so, I'm like, I'll see you later. I got to get at least a certain amount of hours of sleep. Yeah, I have to.
How did that evolve? Have you always been prioritizing over your health?
You know, I feel like I have the greatest job in the world and the hardest part is traveling.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, eventually get to a point where when you don't have a consistent sleep schedule, you start to feel it and then it changes. It affects obviously your mood and when it affects your mood, it affects how you look at everything and how you decide your decisions and everything. So in order to have the best mood and make the best decisions and to have the clearest head, you have to sleep and you have to have good sleep. So whenever I can, I always try to prioritize that. I'm just so boxed in my world that I just like to be alone. And we travel so much and there's so much chaos all around us and, so much energy in the shows and it's just a lot. And then when I have time to actually just be in my own space and alone, I enjoy it. And I think it helps me to balance everything out too. So, I mean, everyone's different. That's just the way I am, and that's the way I feel comfortable. And some guys are they don't like that. They need to be doing something all the time. My bandmates are that way. They're they'll sleep maybe a couple hours, but as soon as they land, they want to go do this and want to go do that. When they eat at this spot and go do this, and then go to the show. And I'm like, I can't do all that. I gotta chill, for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think everyone's just different depending on multiple things. So,
is that how you charge your battery? By being by yourself, basically like a lone wolf?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's just exactly what it is. Just being around a lot of people, especially in this space, in this kind of world of music industry, art, entertainment, and doing shows and being around people. I'm always around people I've never even met before. And it's just to me, it's just a lot of different characters and a lot going on all the time that, I definitely appreciate just being away from it, and it helps me, I guess, have patience for it a little bit more as well.
Yeah. Because I think that's one of the hardest things of like being in the music industry is that you're surrounded so many different energies that you have to like also translate into your own body and navigate how you act upon that. Because you never know what kind of energies you like have in front of you.
Yeah. And I know it's obviously it's so like I'm really good at like reading a person depending on like body language, their face and movement, everything and the way they talk. And it's, you know, in this industry, there's like not a lot of good people, as everybody knows, but
which is so sad.
It
honestly.
sucks, yeah. Actually, it's so crazy. I've seen a bunch of videos and interviews, and I saw one yesterday where what's his name? The lead singer from Smashing Pumpkins, I forgot his name, but he was in an interview. He was just saying like how everything is so transactional. He was in his 20s and obviously the band was having a lot of success and he's just like everybody if it doesn't feel like it's enough because everything is so transactional. And he was just like just for the genuine love of something, it's nobody has that anymore. It's always like, oh, if you have a hit and you made got $1 million deal, you did all this, all right, it's always something, what's next? There's never you feel like it's done. All right, we did it. It's always like, what's next?
Do you struggle with that?
What I struggle with is that I genuinely do this because I love it. And I know everybody says that, but there's not a lot of that now. Everyone is doing it only for the money and for the fame. Yeah. And for something other than actually doing what they love. And that's it, you know? And as you hear a lot of artists now, they're like, you know, or just anyone who's doing anything, or not anything, but when they make a song or whatever, they're making a record or an album, whatever, they're making it to try to make streams and to make it go viral now. It's like, that's the goal, but they're not just making music to make like, that's all, like a lost art, you know? And I think just doing things out of love and like enjoying someone's like else's music out of actually just enjoying it or supporting someone, like we don't have that. Nobody like, it's like we're not allowed to support anyone anymore, because when you let's just say like I have a colleague that has a song that I like, I can't just post it on my story like, yo, get my friend's new song out, and everybody's like, what are you doing? Why are you promoting? It's not your, like, it's a weird thing, you know? So nobody can support nobody else. You only can market and support your own music. And I don't know, it's just like that. I get just little things like that. I think it's so weird. Like I wish we can all just support each other and like post each other's music, but we can't because it's money to be made. And if you're posting their stuff, you're giving them free marketing and free publicity. So it's just a bunch of stuff that goes into that. And I think I'm still one of those people that actually wish I can do that because I genuinely love it. But I think it's also going to help me have a little bit more longevity. I may not like have overnight success and be like the biggest artist or DJ, whatever, but I'll be here for a while still doing it.
Let's dive into your playlist. So we've gathered with Apple Music and you've created 3 tracks that will be out now in our exclusive Apple Music playlist for our listeners to dive into now. How did you selected the 3 tracks?
So the 3 tracks that I selected were because one is a track that ultimately affected me to the way I listen to music and the way I hear and see and feel about music. Cool. So I guess that track was, the first track was what made me understand, like got me interested in how music is created. The second track is the last track I made that was kind of the ending of the first part of my career. Okay. So that's how I like ended it, you know, in that part of my career. And then the third track is a recent track that kind of boosted my second part of my career. Wow. The best way to put it, I guess. We're
going to go into a journey of your career. Yeah. Okay, let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you started with Push the Feeling On. Yeah. I'm going to play it to get into the mood. Yeah. It's such a classic.
Yeah, love it.
I think everyone's first club experience in any age, they must have heard this in the early days.
This song is, I get tired of songs all the time. This song I'll never get tired.
Do you play this?
Yeah, I still play it. Yeah? Depending on what event, yeah, but
Because there are also so many remixes from this. You can like play this anytime.
I know, but the original is always the one.
And I love how simple it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are just certain elements, same music.
Yeah.
Reading the lyrics.
Yeah, but the thing is about that song, there's no lyrics.
There are.
There's no lyrics. Well, in this version.
I'm reading them now.
Wait, what does that say? Let me see.
There's the... Here.
What? There's no...
full lyrics.
No. Hold on. These lyrics aren't anywhere in here.
Why are they showing them?
That's
what is Apple Music doing? What are you doing with?
Anyway.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
That's the only one, but all these, there will come a time when the love of man is a first. That's not in here. I think that's from the original. And then basically what the producer did, he remixed it and they re-released it as an original.
Oh.
So I think that's what happened because I have heard the original. So
they killed the storyline.
So basically what you hear him is basically the producer chopped up a bunch of vocals and put random pieces together.
Yeah.
And that's what makes that vocal melody. And he's not saying anything, but it's gibberish. But they must have kept the lyrics from the original. That's like, I was about to say like this, no way.
But it's intense.
Yeah.
They like literally say, those who suffer pain will begin to live their lives again. Those who cried in vain, they will never have to hide in shame.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That speaks to me now.
Yeah. Elaborate. No. You suffer pain?
Yeah, all the time. Today, this week, actually.
Tell me.
I just want to sleep.
Well, you prioritize sleep, so how can you?
Well, it's not prioritizing me, so.
You're not prioritizing you?
No, my sleep isn't prioritizing me. And I'm in pain, so I'm suffering from it.
What's behind that?
I don't know.
You want to dive into it?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, no.
But
is it something that's bothering you, or is there?
No, not at all. There's something, I don't know what's going on with my body clock. My circadian rhythm is not working. Something is off. It's never happened before, so I'm like, this is the first time I'm struggling with it. I think this, especially the last 3 months, I've been simultaneously touring Major Lazer and myself. So before it was just Major Lazer or just me, but doing both is getting pretty like crazy. Basically, the way I look at it is like I'm trying to rewire myself internally, because I'm like, okay, I've tried everything. I'm like, okay, maybe it's like maybe I need to switch like sleeping positions or something, or maybe
wow, that's in depth.
Everything. Like I'm like, okay, well maybe I need to like change the temperature of something, or maybe everything. I'm like, I'm trying everything, and I really want to know and understand it. And it's probably nothing, honestly. It's probably just because like time zone change and just but it's always good to just at least understand it.
But that's also very rational, like temperatures and time position. Maybe there's just something with your brain that's not clicking.
Yeah, because I don't know. Bottom line is I can't sleep, and I know I'm tired, and I can't sleep, and that's never happened before. Yeah. So, I don't know. Lately, like my mind just can't shut off when I'm laying down. It wakes up even more. Yeah. So that's another new thing. Usually I'm able to shut it off, but this is also... So I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with like stars, the alignments of the planets or something.
Do you believe in that?
Why not? I mean, I definitely feel like it's possible for that to affect us.
Yeah. Have you ever tried something with frequencies before going to sleep?
No. Well, actually, I've done like sound, like sound bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. But it was also, I wasn't traveling. I don't know. I wasn't feeling like this.
Yeah.
That was another thing. But that's actually a good idea.
There are like certain, that really helps me when I can't like.
Oh, even like digital, mind. Right? Like digital frequencies.
Yeah, like on SoundCloud, you have like a bunch of like different frequencies, and that charts like different channels in your brain. So you have like 500s and 600 and 700. Like each frequencies. I'm reading this book now. It's so interesting about how music theory is like functioning on the brain, and those frequencies I use it in my music too, but like to help you activate and deactivate parts of your brain, frequencies trigger.
Interesting.
So maybe that could be something you have to dive into.
I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah,
a little frequency therapy.
Yeah, Yeah. Okay,
That's
but we're going away from the question. We're still at the start of your career. Like, why this song?
Actually, yeah. Going back to that song probably has certain frequencies that like really like makes me, because for some, I mean, when I first heard this record, obviously I was a kid. I heard it.
How old were you?
I was probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, like
6?
a really kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was young.
Kid. Yeah.
And I would hear it all the time on the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I liked it. It was very catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone as a kid who like doesn't understand anything about music, doesn't even know what he's interested in yet, nothing, right? It was very catchy to me. And I always had it in my head. I liked the way it sounded, everything. So it resonated with me naturally, some way, somehow. Anyway, funny story about this song is that I grew up and then I went to middle school, high school, forgot the song. Like for all those years, I was trying to remember the name. And that time they don't have, the radio didn't have the screen. You couldn't see what song was playing. You would have to hope the DJ was like, and that was this song by so-and-so.
Oh, really?
But a lot of the times the DJs wouldn't say that. And like, I was always, every time it would come on, like rarely, like as time went on, it would come on like not as, like it would come on less and less because obviously it was like music was changing. Yeah. And every time it would come on, I'm like, Mom, don't change it. Like I want to hear it. The DJ says the name. I've been trying to find the name of this song ever since I first heard it. They never once said the name of the song because I guess it was so popular that everyone.
And it's all gibberish, so you couldn't
search up what it said. Nothing. So I was like, you couldn't describe it, anything. So I was like, oh my God,
that's so intense. It's such a listening experience where you like actually are actively listening to the music. Yeah. And then just Shazamming and be like, okay, chill.
Exactly. And it was none of this was didn't exist.
Must be so nice.
So all these years, I was just like, man, I'm never gonna know this song. This song. And then finally, I think I was a senior in high school or junior high school, and I was just on the computer. And I came across it somehow, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is a song!" And I think Shazam finally was a thing, so I Shazammed it.
It took like you were 4 when you first heard this, so it took you like 20 years to find the song.
Yeah, it took me like 16 years.
What?
It was like, yeah,
wow, that's major dedication.
Between like 13, 16, but yeah, it was. And I found it, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I must have listened to that song like 100 times that day. And I was trying, like now that I've gotten older and like was doing music a little bit, I was like listening to it, really, really listening to it. And I was like, man, I love this. Like I've never heard anyone chop up vocals, make a melody out of the vocals that's not saying anything, but it's so catchy and is making people want to sing along to it, but it's not saying anything. It has a sound, like a feeling of like sexiness, but it's like clubby and it's up tempo. And it's, I think that song is what made me really want to get into music and like, why is this song so good to me? Like, how can I make a record like this, you know? So yeah.
So you tapped into that.
Tapped into it. And it's crazy. That guy, that producer is doing even better today. Like, I don't know if you know who produced this song, but it's MK.
Oh, it's MK, the producer.
And he was young, obviously, when he made that record. And my whole style, like when I first started producing my first records, they were based off of that, chopping up vocals and like making melodies out of vocals. And
how did your first record sound like?
My first records,
you still have them?
I mean, they're still on Spotify, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they're just like really bad progressive house records.
Okay.
Because that's just when I was really like getting into like complicated music production and stuff like that. But then after that, obviously, you know, came different styles of music. Then I started doing like the dancehall, Caribbean, EDM stuff. Yeah,
you've really been pushing culture throughout your career.
Yeah. I've always been interested in music that no one else was interested. Funny enough.
How? Where was it drawn from?
I think it was just being exposed to all kinds of genres from being a kid. Like I have a big family on my mom's side. All of my uncles played guitar. They all listened to like rock, metal, punk music. And then my dad's side, he was already really into like Spanish rock and 80s wave. And then my mom was really into salsa and Sade and R&B. And she even told me like when she was pregnant with me, she would listen to reggae. I didn't know that. She was like, yeah, I love listening to reggae. And just I'm listening to all kinds of things. And then when I was little, my dad would like take me to these, the music stores. So they only sold cassettes and then CDs. And I would buy these cassettes just based off the cover art. and like if it looked cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know what, you know.
Oh, so you're like visually drawn to.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I like this one and I like this one. I picked 2 cassettes, and one was, it's called Herbal Beats. It was a compilation of just like rave music.
Yeah.
It had like Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, like all these like. So I was exposed to all that, like all those
in like one little cassette.
And then the other one was a mixtape of reggaeton. So it was like Daddy Yankee at like 16 rapping over dancehall rhythms, and like, and, you know, it was so fire. Like both of them were so fire in their own way.
So different. Yeah.
And I would listen to those nonstop, and just like understanding everything. So I think that's how I really got interested in like music that nobody, especially growing up in places in Houston and then in Katy, nobody had no idea what anything was.
Yeah.
They were like, what is this? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I've always been into things that nobody was into, because I was just like, you know, as a young kid, I was very interested in like knowing about it. So I would search up stuff, and and I was just I guess knowledgeable about a lot more things than anyone else around me was. So
yeah. And how did you at one point knew that you wanted to pursue a career in music? Because from listening cassettes to like, I feel that I'm an artist and I want to make it, it's quite of a different lifestyle.
Yeah, I think it made sense to me that this is what I wanted to do when so I had wanted to be a DJ before, like a scratch vinyl DJ. And
you were a scratcher?
No,
You wanted.
I wanted to be, because that was a thing. That was like, this was also when I was probably like 10.
Okay.
And my mom was like, nah, it's too expensive. I gave up on it. And then when I was probably, I think 15, 16, my mom had found like a clip of, my mom would go out here and there when she was younger, and she would go out and dance side to side. She would go to these spots. And I guess like at that time, some promoter still had her number. He would like still send like flyers for like events.
No way.
So she got one, and she was like, this guy, like after like, I haven't gone to this place in like 10 years and he still sends me things. And she was like, have you heard of these kids called the Martinez brothers? And I was like, no. So she looked them up and found a video on YouTube, and I was just like on the couch chilling. And she's like, oh, look, these are the kids. And I saw it, and it was just like, they were my age and they were DJing on these CDJs. I've never seen them before because this was new. I only seen vinyl and turntables. When I saw CDJs, and they were playing house music, and the crowd was going crazy, and they were, you know, Latino kids like me, my age. And I was like, this is crazy. What is this? So then when I understood it and I did my research, that's when I was like, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. Like, this is it.
Wow.
I don't have to be a singer. I don't have to play any instruments to be on a stage or like rock a crowd or anything like that. I can just DJ and make my own music that I DJ and do a show as that. This was also something new. This wasn't really like a thing yet. So when I saw that was a possibility, that's why I was like, this is why I got to do it. I was like, there's no choice.
Yeah. You felt that was your purpose then?
Yeah. 100%.
How would you describe your purpose as an artist? I hate that question though, because it's like we as artists get like so labeled into, okay, what is your purpose? Who are you? When actually I feel that in artistry loses its value whenever you label something. But what was your calling to like wanting to be on a stage?
Well, before I was doing music, I was dancing. So I think that gave me a really good understanding of music already. I think,
for sure.
I think being a dancer first and understanding rhythm made me realize that I could also be a really good song selector. And I think I would do a good job at knowing what songs people want to hear back to back to back. So what I really wanted to do is I want to be a choreographer for big tours. I want to be on stage, you know, all that. Then I was like, you know what, why don't I just make music and do my own shows?
Yeah.
And like, whatever. So I think that was a transition from that to that. And then it just makes sense. Like, I think my calling was just like, just music. I just loved music so much, whether it was dancing or making it or playing it for people, you know? Also just, like, I guess I was like it goes hand in hand with like wanting to play music to please people. Yeah. Because I felt like I had a good understanding of what people wanted to hear. So when I do play a song and they're like, oh, they get excited about it, it's like honestly like the best feeling in the world, you know? And it's very gratifying. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, that was it. I think I just felt like the world needed to hear me play music that I thought they would enjoy.
And how was that before you broke through? Was it like a hustle getting there?
It was definitely a hustle because like I didn't, the whole story with that is that if I wanted to do this, I had to do it on my own. Like my mom wasn't supportive. She had her own stress, her own life that
she wasn't.
She wasn't, because she was just like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah,
like you got to go to school." Like, but only because she wanted the best for me, like every parent does, And to hear your kid be like, "I want to be a DJ. I want to make music." She's, as a parent,
I saw the Martinez brothers. I can do that too.
Yeah, as a parent, you're like, "Man, this is like a very low chance." Like, and she, coming from like a lot of stress and like she had a hard life as well. So, I understand as an adult, like now I'm just like, man, like I would have, I mean, I get it, but I knew I had to hustle because I was like, I didn't go to college. I dropped out of college after 2 years.
Okay. What did you study?
I was just getting my basics at a community college. And I had no backup plan. This was it. I was like, I have to do this. And I had no job. And when I did have a job, it was just like a part-time retail job on purpose so that I can learn music the other. And I wasn't making any money. I was still living with her, obviously. So yeah, I knew it was going to be a hustle. I was like, I gotta do this from like nothing. I did this from ground up. So I would work these jobs that would pay me, $6 an hour, save up no money at all.
Yeah.
Would buy the cheapest like wedding equipment that was the worst. Like I didn't know the first thing about DJing. I didn't know the first thing about mixing. But I guess what helped was what helped me gain experience. Where I lived in Katy at the time, like I said, nobody knew what anything was. It was like a suburb. It was just like people only knew like, wake up, go to work, go to school, have a family, and that's it. There was no anything else.
Yeah.
So I was the only DJ in town. So then when people found out, everybody was trying to book me. So I would make $200 here, $300 here, $150 here. And I would DJ for all like the seniors in high school and like, and after that, every other high school wanted to book me. So I was like doing my own little stuff here. Yeah. So I think that helped me get experience and actually just DJing for people. And
get to know your sound too.
Yeah. Get to know my sounds, what songs to play, the basic stuff. And then after that, saved up some more money until I got better gear, then learned how to DJ a little bit better and differently. And then I just kept doing that until I saved up money and then, like I said, I would only do part-time jobs purposely so I can learn how to produce and stuff like that and focus on that. And then after I did that, I felt like I was comfortable enough to start sending my music out. And then, after years of obviously nothing happening, I had like a couple of times I would think like, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. It's not working out, and then it did, just keep doing it and it somehow did. But I don't know. I guess that's what everybody says. You just got to keep going. But but
it's such like a mainstream thing to say. Like,
no, and
keep going. But like,
I wish there was a better way to say it or something else. But I will say that I've understood one thing is that no matter what you want to do, what it is, if you, on your own, if you're not willing to just learn it somehow or like start it or whatever it is, you actually really don't want it. You may think you do, but you don't. Yeah. So, for example, when I was like, man, I want to be a producer, the first thing I did was go on YouTube and just type, how do I start a beat? How do I, from the beginning? And even still to this day, I do that. But I've had so many friends come to me like, yo, I want to do what you're doing. Can you teach me? And I was like, yeah, anytime, I'm here. Let me know. Yeah. Would never reach out on their own, would never try to learn. So in my head, I was like, okay, they don't really want to learn. No. They just think they want it because it's the cool thing, whatever. But like I said, it's like if you really, really want to do it and you feel like you're passionate about it, then you'll on your own, you'll do it and you'll make it happen. And the people that have tried and it doesn't work, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that because I could say like, oh, it actually, then I don't think you wanted it that bad, but there are people that really retry, but they're just it's just not good and it's not for you, and it's not enough. But I don't know. It's just I read a podcast earlier. I wish I knew more about it, but he was talking about how passion turns into obsession, and it was very like interesting because he was saying that passion or obsession. I don't remember. I shouldn't have brought it up. we could talk about something else because I don't
No,
want
no,
to say. I don't.
but I really resonate with that.
Yeah.
I think it's such a gray area when it gets unhealthy, how delusional you also get, because you have to believe in yourself, and it gets quite a lonely journey to like get there. Especially when you say like my mom was like trying to get me on a different path, and there was something in you that was like so strong, which was passion, but also obsession over your craft, and you have to translate that and also make that into a story to yourself to like push yourself to keep going. Yeah,
like I did all the stuff like in Houston. It wasn't a lot of like outlets for the stuff I wanted to do, so I would definitely go out and like physically give people demos of like my mixes, and then demos of my productions. You know, I would give like the booker who's booking all the DJs in town and even local DJs, and I did all that, but it didn't do anything for me because they were, you know, they didn't really care either, and they probably weren't
just
that good. You know, so I did. Yeah, I've eventually those same people booked me to open up for acts eventually. Somehow, because we just did our thing. We just kept playing places, and we just kept hustling, and then I remember I think we opened up for Cat because originally Ape Drums was a duo, by the way. So
it was a duo.
It was a duo. Yeah.
Where did the other half go?
He's still in Houston. Okay. Still my friend. He's still doing his thing. He's created his own world, and he's doing really well. Yeah. But he's always like, I'll say this from the beginning. He's always been really into like, we've been into different music. So when we started a duo, I was really into like what's hot right now. Like this is hot right now. We need to focus on what's hot right now so we can somehow get in there. Yeah. And he was into just like, I'm into what I'm into. I don't care about that. Like I like my underground house. I like my hip hop. And he was very like true and genuine to that. But I was just like trying to like get to whatever's hot right now, whatever is like popping right now. I want to go there. Yeah. And two very different things, you know? So he stayed true to himself, and I'm still like doing my thing, trying to like, you know, make basically whatever is hot, but make my style of it and just kind of have a good impact on it, you know? So yeah, but we had got a opening for Cascade, I think. I think I had played an edit where I think it had like Cascade's vocals, and everybody, the owner got mad, or the booker got mad. He like came up and grabbed me. He was like yelling at me. Cascade was like mad about it, and I was like, ugh. So
that was the end of Ape Drums.
Yeah, that was it. But that's definitely, I feel like every DJ goes through that, and it's a good lesson to learn. Like I feel
you have to learn the hard way.
Everyone's got to go through something like that. You know, everyone's got to go through their gear shutting off, through doing a bad DJ set, playing for no crowd, playing before a big DJ and playing his record, and them getting pissed at me to understand, you know, that's not.
Those are like so common sense. Exactly. But like, you just forget about it.
But yeah, when you're a kid and you're like trying to like, you want to fucking kill it. Like, but honestly, I think it was an accident because I had played its song, but the song wasn't supposed to, but it wasn't supposed to have the vocals on it.
Oh, so you did the instrumental.
Record. It was
someone else's fault. It was not your fault.
it was my fault because it shouldn't have been on there. But I was like, damn, you know. But that was a good story. And then I told him years later. He came to one of my shows for some reason, and I told him, I was like, bro, you know what's crazy is that and he's like, oh, I don't remember, but that's a cool story. I was like, yeah.
You're like, I was the guy who like played your.
I was like, yeah, I played your record, and you guys got mad. He was like laughing about it. He's like, oh, that's a cool story. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's go to your next record.
Okay.
It's one of your originals. It's called Delete. With some crazy vocals on it.
The best vocals.
Yeah.
There's a few on there that
Did you write the lyrics or did he do that?
It's all him, Beam.
So you did full production. You want to like twerk on the booty right now, right? I would like now.
Yeah, we gotta bust a wine to it.
There's one lyric. Oh, that's... Well, I want to replay that.
Yeah.
Why did you choose this track?
Because this was basically, I think, for one, it's an underrated song. Two, one of my favorite records when I was still doing like dancehall Caribbean stuff. Probably my favorite one I've done.
When was this out?
This was, I think, 2020. I don't know. Does it say? Does it say? I don't remember when I released it.
So you were already with Major when this?
No, I wasn't yet.
So then it was before 2019.
I think it was 2018 or 2017. 2018? Is it 2018?
Let me check. I'm diving into 14 October 2020.
Oh, so it was 2020. So then
You were a Major Lazer already.
yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Wild.
But this is how you know that I don't pay attention to things like that. Like somebody can ask me, when was that song? I'm not gonna know because I'm just doing it. I'm just putting out music to put it out. I'm never gonna pay attention to the release date or anything, you know? Yeah, I just love the record. I think it's so good still to this day. I think it's gonna be good in another 20 years, 30 years
yeah.
too. And yeah, everything about it. I love the production. I think was on point. Obviously, Beam killed it. He's probably the best songwriter, one of the best songwriters right now too. And yeah, I think it was the perfect example of what I was trying to do with dancehall music in general. I was just trying to make dancehall more aggressive, for bigger stages, bigger crowds, for rave kids to get down to it, you know, and try to understand it. And I think that was just like a perfect example of it. And that was the last song I did in that era of Ape Drums. So
monumental. Wow. How did that collaboration came into play? Were you like eager to get into the studio with him? Was it like just common sense that it just happened?
Yeah, so I had found out about him through friends in Miami, and because I hung out with at that time I hung out with a lot of Jamaican friends and artists and stuff like that. So I had found out about him, heard all his music. He had put like an album out. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss.
You can. It's Netherlands. We can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, man, this kid is the sickest voice I've ever heard. He's rapping in patois. He's rapping in English. And like, I was like, we got to do something because I feel like I can make something perfect and he'll know exactly what to do with it. And that's exactly what happened. And then after that, I think it was around the same time. He was like working with Skrillex still at the time.
Okay.
So then, yeah, after that, he just kind of like just got really, really, really busy. And then that was it. And then, yeah.
You made the beat before and then he wrote over it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote over it, rapped in the studio. We were there together for hours and that was it.
Magic.
Really proud of that one, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. So
and then,
cool.
Yeah, then I actually I never put out merch, and that was the only time I put out merch.
Really? What kind of merch?
It was like, I think two different t-shirts with this. So there's the guy named Sunshine, and he has a brand called New York Sunshine, but they do mostly art installations. So you can hire him to do art installations for whatever company or brand you have.
Yeah.
And yeah, this guy's amazing. And so he would put out merch for his own stuff, and it was really cool. He was really involved in like fashion, like not fat, but like street, like wear kind of art stuff. And then, yeah, so he was a friend of mine, and I brought up the idea. I was like, yo, I would love to do like merch drop with you. Cool. He designed it, put it out on his website, and that was it. And I don't even have one anymore.
Shame.
I wish I did.
Maybe we can check it out on like Vinted or so, or Depop.
My mom actually found one on, I forgot where, and she bought it. I think it was on eBay. And I was like,
oh my God, she bought it on eBay?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm glad she did though, so I can actually have it. But one shirt was basically, it was black, and he had made a design up here, and it had like it had like squares, and in each square was like a set of like, I guess it was like cartoon like bikini tops with like boobs.
Ooh.
But each like bikini had like the letter. So the name of the album was Soundboy. It was Ape Drums. So each one said Ape Drums and Soundboy. And then the back in big letters said fuck up me money get delete. Sick. And then the white shirt was basically a Bape shirt. So it said Bape. But then there was a guy on the ladder with the roller paint, and he took out the B. He was painting over the B, so it just said Ape.
Ape.
And you can see like this. You can see, it was sick, and I was like, yeah, this is fire. So we put it out. But I mean, nobody really knew or cared at that time. So
this is gonna be my next project, to like hunt down the Bape shirt.
I know. He's still like, he could design them and like make a couple for me if I wanted, but
you should.
I'm gonna ask him. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Yeah.
What does that lyrics mean? Like, press button delete. Like, what is the energy about that?
Fuck. He was just saying like, if you get in the way of me, if you get in the way of my career, me making any progress or just making money, then I'm not gonna fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
Like, just don't get in the way of what I'm trying to do, or like don't, stab me behind my back, stuff like that. That's just basically what it means. Just respect, what I'm doing, and I respect you. Just that's basically. You can like
observe and you like get inspired, but
that's also a play off of his dad was a legendary dancehall artist, and his dad had a song said, I think it was called Delete.
Oh.
And it was basically talking about the same thing. It's just a play on words. Like, oh,
cool.
So basically.
So this was the end of your first Ape era.
Yeah, my dancehall EDM era.
Was that because you joined Major, or did you start like a new Ape era?
No, I was already thinking like, man, like, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this kind of stuff anymore. The way the music was going, I was like, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And the shows I was playing, I was like, this isn't what I want to do anymore. I was like, I'm going to take some time off. So I took 2 years off. And then, that's when Major Lazer happened.
Yeah.
Joined the guys, focused on Major Lazer music for the last album we put out, toured the world. And then,
Wild.
And then I decided to rebrand. I studied all kinds of music for 2 years. And I finally said, you know what? I think if I'm going to DJ as Ape Drums for the next 10 years, this is the kind of music that I want to go towards.
Yeah.
And, and that's what brings, I guess, our third song.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What a beautiful bridge you're making.
Mm-hmm.
So the third song is Like That. Mm-hmm. I actually play this in my sets.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Sick,
I was like loving it that you picked this one.
Yeah.
Really love the artwork of this one too.
It's interesting. Like, I don't know why they picked that picture of me.
You didn't.
Speaking of pictures, it's funny enough. But he was like, yo, the label was like, what do you think about this artwork? And I was like, that picture? Really? I was like, I guess that's cool. If you guys like it, sure. I kind of just let them have total like freedom with it.
Are you not like...
It was just me picking my shorts up on stage with the tank top on. I'm like...
Well, it's like, you can objectify it. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a big believer in like... For some reason, like that didn't make sense, but I was like, you know what? I'll let it be because maybe it does, like in some other way.
It's so cool. I actually like it. It's a bit mysterious.
Yeah, exactly.
Also a bit of maybe Freddie Mercury vibes.
A little behind, yeah.
But maybe just a tank top.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But are you not like creatively involved into the visuals?
Oh, very, very, very. Yeah. Just that one.
Because, you just didn't care.
Because they do, like, they have a thing, most labels have when they release records, it's all like a template. It's like the same template, just different, which is fine. But like that one, they had brought it to me and I was like, you know what? I was like, it's all right. I was like, what other ones do we have? And they showed me a couple others, but I was like, that was the best one. And I said, you know what? For some reason, like, I'm going to let it just live. And it's fine.
Cool. Why did you pick the track?
Because as far as like this rebrand, this new Ape Drums, like, phase, that track was, I think, the second track I put out, maybe, that was strictly like Afro tech. And it just blew up. Everybody was playing it, and for some reason it had this crazy effect on everyone, the crowd, the DJs, like, were supporting it. And everybody says the same thing. It's like, I didn't expect that from this song. I didn't expect anything from this song, but it's always the ones you don't expect from. And that song was this one. And it just definitely helped me a lot in making connections and it helped solidify me to understand and to like actually just be like, you know what, I'm doing what I need to be doing. So
that's beautiful. Was it hard because you joined Major in 2019? Was it hard to like stick to your own individuality within the group when you were like putting out still records for yourself like these?
It wasn't hard, but the only thing that was hard was trying to work on two different styles of music. Yeah. Because when I'm working on style of music, I want to be 100% there. Like I can't work on Major Lazer music for 2 hours and then go and switch to my music I just can't do that. I have to like enter this world and be there fully. I can't like, I have to dedicate like a day to work on something. Yeah. And then tomorrow, hopefully I'll be in the mood for Ape Drums, And that's the only hard part. But as far as like keeping my own identity, I mean, I don't think that was like never really an issue. I mean, like, I feel like most of the people don't even know I'm named Major Lazer, so it's like, it's always like that.
Is that true?
100%.
Right?
Yeah, they're like, wait, what? What's? People don't even know what Major Lazer is. They're like, what's Major Lazer? Like,
what do you mean people don't know?
They're like, I thought it was just like another guy. Like, they don't know. They don't even know it's Diplo, but it's crazy. Like, yeah.
Are you like annoyed with that?
At first, I was kind of like,
you're like, I'm in it, bitches.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand.
Because you
like,
came in later, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? You like.
Well, because Major Lazer had 4 phases already. So Major Lazer originally started with Diplo and Switch.
Yeah.
Then Switch didn't want to tour. He was like, I don't want to tour this stuff. So like, so
like,
Wes was like, okay, I need someone else. So then he found Walshy to be his MC. And then I think Walshy knew Jillionaire, who, I guess was like, I don't know how it happened exactly, but they got Jillionaire to join. So that was phase 3. So it was them 3. And that's when they had all the success with Lean On, Cold Water, Light It Up, all that stuff. And then at that point, Jillionaire was like, okay, I don't want to tour anymore. Like I kind of want to stay put. So then after that, they were like, we need a third guy. We have to have it. After doing 3 guys for 6, 7, 10 years, we need a third guy. So then I've been working with them for years. I did remixes and like production with them. Like,
how did you get into contact with them in the first place?
When I was doing dancehall EDM stuff, and I would send them music, and they were like, "This is crazy," and they would play my records as Major Lazer.
But it's from like sending them music for them to listen to it.
To play out like at their shows.
Yeah, they would do that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. How did you like get to them?
I think the first guy that I got actually was Jillionaire that I reached out to on Twitter. It was through Twitter. Everything was through Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And because that
was like the DM of like
I don't think
5 years ago.
Instagram was a thing yet.
I don't know.
I don't think Instagram was a thing yet when I was doing this. Maybe it was, but I think Twitter was still like when Instagram first started. Twitter was still like a thing. So it was just through Twitter, and like I would send files to like Jillionaire.
So you just send like files in the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just download links on Twitter DM. Yeah. And it got through it, and he sent it to the guys, and they were like playing my records, and I would go. And then finally, when they played a block party in Texas, that's when I met all of them. And we just kept in contact after that.
How did you meet them? You were like, they invited you to come backstage?
Well, Jillian was like, yo, let's link, like come to the block party. So when I went, and then he brought me backstage to their trailer, and that's when I was like, cool. And it was just like the most awkward thing.
Why?
Because it was quiet, like Diplo's just getting ready, getting dressed. He's like, oh, what's up?
Like,
and I'm just there,
on his trailer, like, hi.
Yeah, no shirt on, like always, just like, what's up? And I'm just like, what up, man? And then it was just like the most awkward thing. And I was just like, anyway, but.
How did you like cope with yourself? Would you be like, hello, introducing?
I was like, what's up? But obviously,
what's up, bro?
Crazy, but now it's so different. Now it's like, I can't stand you, man. Like,
Well, I hope because you've been in a group, like, I hope it's not awkward.
No, it's definitely not awkward. It's just like, first it was like, obviously it's like, oh, it's like so crazy exciting, but now it's just like, oh, it's you guys again. Like,
yeah, I'm so tired of like seeing your face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a joke.
It's a joke. It's a funny joke because even the last time we were in Miami, I was like, finally, I have like a week off home. Yeah, nobody. And then he's like, yo, we're gonna do some sessions in Miami. You can do 3 days in a row. I'm like, bro, I just want to be away from. So then he's like, oh, you can't get rid of us, and I'm just like, man. So it's just like an ongoing joke we have, but it's funny.
But then they asked you to join the group.
Yeah, so then we're like, so basically they had brought up the idea to my manager, and my manager brought it up to me, and I remember I was in Houston, and I was with my friends in Houston riding the car. I think we were about to go out, and they had called me the car, and I'm with them, and he's talking to me. He's like, yo, so I want to know what you think about this. He's like, they called me and they asked about an idea of you joining Major Lazer. How do you feel about that? I was like, really? I was like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's like, yeah. I just wanted to see how you felt about it. I said, He said, don't tell nobody. I was like, no, I'm not. So then it's cool. And I hung up, and I just didn't say anything. I didn't even mention a thing. I didn't make it. I just turned the music back on, and we just like left. And then eventually.
How did you feel like internally? Were you like screaming?
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, this never happens. It's like you're a fan of a group, right?
Yeah.
And then the group
you like be awkward with them in a trailer, and then you're like, get a call.
Yeah, it's crazy. So then. Yeah, well, between the trailer and the call, it was a lot.
Okay, how long was there in between?
That was probably that was like probably like 6-7 years have passed.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because like I said, when I first met them,
Yeah.
was that. But then that's when I started working with them, doing music.
So it
with
grew
them.
like organically.
Yeah, so I would hang out with them after that, and like and then
did you ever like envision of like you wanted to be in the group?
Not at all.
No, you didn't like manifest this.
Mm-mm. Like I didn't. That was never a thought. You know? So whenever they needed an extra person on stage and they had asked me, like, yeah, that's crazy, but of course nobody would have ever thought that.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to happen, you know. But yeah, then it happened and it was great. It gave me something to focus on until I, found my new path for Ape Drums. So
cool. But still, people don't know that you're in it.
Yeah, 100%. They're like, and so they'll still post like for press or something. They'll post like the old picture of Jillian.
What?
It's crazy.
No, that's such disrespect to you.
I know, but I mean,
you're like not a newbie. Like you recently signed a new artist to Major Lazer, but you've been in it for like 6 years now.
Yeah, now we have a new member. Her name is America Foster.
Yeah.
She's from the
Oh
UK.
my God, I saw her doing like the freestyle.
She's really good. She's like made to be a star. You know.
I'm happy that you have some female energy in the group now.
Yeah, so now we're 4, and I'm sure she's gonna get the same thing. Like, wait, you're on Major Lazer, even though she's like on like all of our new songs.
Yeah.
She's on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, maybe not. It's just you who has this for the rest of your life.
It's just gonna be me.
Yeah, you're like that.
But it's cool. I mean, I'm just a quiet person in the back. Like I'm.
You just want to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just like right now. I'm prioritizing Ape Drums. You know, I want to see how that goes. So.
But it doesn't bother you that you're still not in the press pictures.
I stopped letting it bother me. It gets to a point where you're like, bro, this is going to happen all the time. I said, okay, you're right.
But in one way, it maybe is for a good thing that you really can nurture Ape Drums still.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind
than being like the guy from Major Lazer.
Exactly.
I think that's going to be like your superpower, that you have 2 brands to be associated with without 100%. Losing like the authenticity about Ape Drums.
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I'm prioritizing Ape Drums music, and I think that is my true calling, and that's where I get my true gratification from. Like that's where I really feel great about doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's like genuinely the music that I'm putting out that I love.
Yeah.
You know? Major Lazer is more of like not like a job, but it's like something for a group. It's like it's not my personal interest in certain music. It's that's something like I have to. There's other members. We have to figure out what's best for the group. So it feels totally different.
More like strategized than passion project. Yeah,
exactly. And like when the shows, people aren't there for me. They're here for all of us. You know? When it's Ape Drums, it's like people are literally there for me. It's more personal. It's more intimate. And if I feel it a lot more, you know. So that's definitely more like appreciative. I feel it way more on this side. So that's I think that's why I'm prioritizing that part of my life.
Yeah. Thank you for your honesty and for having this conversation with me without Autotune. It's been such a blessing to get to know Eric more, and your journey. It's so inspiring. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for having me. I'm super happy to be here.